guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a video for you on my top recommendations, my top picks for glitter eyeshadows for holiday 2018. Those of you who know me, have been around on my channel for a while, know that glitter eyeshadows, sparkly eyeshadows, foiled eyeshadows are my favorite types. And so anytime a brand releases a sparkly type of eyeshadow, I'm all over that. So I've got 3 different brands for you on what I feel, or who I feel, have released the best glitter eyeshadows for this season. Now that the holidays are coming up, I know you're going to want to be looking for those eyeshadows that you're going to wear to all your holiday parties, to your family events, and those are those sparkly disco ball type shades. So if you're interested in seeing what glitter eyeshadows I feel are the best for this season and that have been released in the most recent, I guess, month or 2, then just keep on watching. Alright, so right off the bat, I'm going to tell you what 3 brands, in my opinion, have released the best glitter sparkly eyeshadows, and then I will give you swatches and prices and all that good stuff. So first off, and this is really in no particular order as far as which ones I think are the best in rank. These are just going to be showing you just, you know, brand by brand which ones are the best. So Marc See-quins. I had picked one of these up the first go around for our VIB holiday sale, and I wanted to try one before I bit the bullet and bought the other 2 that I really had my eye on. Well, I ended up loving it. I had bought Topaz Flash. I had used it, loved it, and thought this sealed the deal. I really want Gleam Girl and Copperazzi. So I picked those 2 up the second weekend of my holiday, or our Holiday Rouge VIB sale, and I can't tell you how blown away I am by these eyeshadows. They are beautiful. They require minimal work, minimal application. You don't need a glitter glue, which I know for some of y'all is key. And so this is what they look like. They come in a really pretty, luxurious, of course it's Marc Jacobs, packaging. It's gold. Those of you who have seen his other products this season know that gold is his theme. And they come very similar to the, not paint pots, but the Tarte, I forget what they're called, chrome shadows, anyways. And then Hourglass had recently released a lineup of these. And so they all look pretty similar in format or style as far as the little glass jar. This is what it looks like. The cap is gold in theme with the Marc Jacobs holiday lineup. So this is what it looks like right there. And then it is literally just a little glass jar. So let me kind of give you real quick some information. These are made in the USA, and you do get, I'm trying to find how much you get. You get 3.5 grams or 0.12 ounces of product. Now, I'm going to tell you one thing I love about these, and this is what tells me that their thinking is in the details. They put like really good effort into this. So you open up the little jar, and usually you'd have your product right there on the inside. There's a little cap that they've included that says do not discard, because that helps keep it fresh. It helps keep it intact, packed in, and it helps it to not dry out as quickly as one of these would. So you pull off the little cap, and then you've got your cream product on the inside. They are cream. So the nice thing about these is that the sparkle is within the formula of the shadow, which makes you not need glitter glue, which doesn't require glitter glue, which is a nice thing. I am huge on glitter glue, but the times that I don't have to use it, it's almost kind of like I can skip that step. You know, not that it's a relief, but it's like, okay, I can get through this look quicker than I usually would. So here, for example, is Topaz Flash, and you can already see it's very metallic, it's very sparkly, and this is how they come. Very creamy. All you have to do really is, you don't even have to really swirl, you just have to kind of like press a little bit, and you get so much payoff. And this is for all 3 that I do have. Now I will tell you that the one that seemed piecier than the rest was Gleam Girl, and it's the champagne shade. I will show you swatches here in a second, but just so that you have an idea. But for the most part, these are super, super creamy, almost a little bit bouncy, and you get extreme payoff right off the bat, which makes it nice. So let me go ahead and show you swatches of these. Now you're going to see a whole lot of swatches on my hand right now. Disregard the rest. These 3 right here are the Marc Jacobs. So here is Copperazzi. Here is, let's see, I'm sorry. This is Gleam Girl, this is Copperazzi, and this is Topaz Flash. These 2 have multi-dimensional sparkle. When I say that, I mean there is some red, there is some green, there is some gold. There's a little bit of everything in there, so it isn't just the color base. You've got like multi-dimensional sparkle in there. And it is really built into the formula. It's like really packed into the creaminess of the formula. So I have not had any experience with fallout, with it crumbling throughout the day. I have had nothing like that. And again, I have not used glitter glue anytime I have used these. So again, this is what they look like. Very rich in pigment. A little bit goes a very long way. Now, I have also found that the best way to apply these is with the finger. If you're going to use a brush, you're going to either damage the product, or you're going to end up digging, and you know, it's going to take you a long time, a lot of frustration, and a lot of product to get the desired look that you want, when you can just go in with your finger, swipe or pat it on. You can even swipe it on a little bit. I wouldn't like, you know, go to town with like rubbing back and forth, but you can even swipe just a little bit and it goes on so nicely. So finger is best applied with these. Honestly, anytime you're dealing with a glitter eyeshadow, I always recommend using the finger. That's how you're able to grab the most product and pack it on with the most punch. So these are definitely a top recommendation for sparkly eyeshadow for holiday 2018. Before we move on to the next ones, I want to tell you real quick before I forget that these are $28 a piece, which is, yes, very expensive, but it is a luxury brand. Now, I was able to pick mine up during the Rouge sale, so I got the 20% off, which made a huge difference. You're more apt to pay about $22 for one of these than you are almost $30. It's closer, it's easier to round down to $20 and up to $30. So, you know, when you're thinking of 22 and 28. So yes, they are quite pricey. However, the quality is amazing. And again, it is a luxury brand. So keep that in mind when looking at these. So next up is MAC. Now, I didn't buy a whole lot from the MAC lineup this year. The only thing that really caught my attention were the eyeshadows from the Shiny Pretty Things collection. I picked up 3 out of the 4, and I'm actually quite interested in picking up the 4th one. The only reason I did not was because when I swatched it, it was kind of a green tone, and I figured I had something very similar in the Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction palette. So I picked up 3 of the 4, but again, I'm still kind of leaning towards picking up that 4th one. Anyways, these came like this. The packaging this year, super cute. It looks like a little present. It has like a little bow right here that says MAC, and these come in their typical eyeshadow little pots. So it does have a silver packaging, which is kind of nice. I always love when they do something different. Standard packaging, but different color. And these are glitter eyeshadows. Now, the thing about these is that they are a piecier glitter. It's a little bit drier. It's not like the Marc Jacobs where it's kind of built into the formula where it's like a cream. This is piecey glitter. It's a little bit of chunky glitter. Now, not as chunky as their little pots, but this is a piecey glitter. So this does require glitter glue. I would absolutely not recommend using this without glitter glue for the fallout purposes, for getting in your eye, for the frustration of like packing it on the way you want on the lid. Glitter glue is just the easiest and best way to go. It's the quickest way to go, and it keeps your glitter eyeshadow where you want it for a very long time, really. So I picked up Major Win, let's see, Joy 2, which is my favorite, and P for Pink. So let me go ahead and give you the, okay, so here we go. I'm going to give you the swatches real quick, and then let me tell you first where they are made. It's made, all 3 of them are made in Italy. And then they look to be the same size as a normal MAC eyeshadow. They are 0.03 ounces or 1 gram. So let me prop these up so I know which shades are which. So we have got, okay, let's see, hold on real quick. All right, I've got Major Win right here. I've got Joy 2 in the middle, and I've got P for Pink at the bottom. So those are those 3, and you can tell they look very tinsely, and I hope it's coming across that you can see kind of, they're a little bit piecier than the cream ones from up here. So definitely a very high shine, very sparkly, but those are on top of a glitter glue. So what I did was I brushed the glitter glue on and then packed them on top so that you could get the most effect so that you could see the most effect, and you can tell they're kind of in place. Now these aren't the type, because they're the PC kind of glitter, it's not the type that if you rub your eyes it's not going to come off. It is going to come off. The glitter glue is going to really hold it in place. So let me kind of swipe a little bit, and some of it does come off if I swipe on my hand, but you're not going to be rubbing your eyes and, you know, things like that. So these are these just were a win in my book for Holiday 2018 sparkly eyeshadows. I feel like this year was the year of sparkly eyeshadows, and that makes me happy. Last year we saw a little bit of it, and I feel like we saw even more this year. So these are $20. I think I picked mine up during the Ulta sale, so I think I got them for $16 each, which also made a huge difference. If you're buying one shadow at a time, it hurts more to pay that much than if you're buying like a $50 or $60 eyeshadow palette where you have anywhere from 10 to 20 eyeshadow shades. But these really are worth looking at if you're looking for a standout sparkly holiday glittery eyeshadow for this year. So definitely recommend. Now lastly, I told you I had 3 brands. Last but certainly not least, this is a product that has been featured in 2 to 3 videos here recently on my channel. Now this is in a palette. It is not separated out by eyeshadow. And some of you may have already guessed what that is, and it is the Pat McGrath Bronze Seduction eyeshadow palette. Now, you may be wondering, why are you putting just a regular eyeshadow palette in with your holiday glitter standout shades? And that's because this has a handful of those glittery, sparkly shades. And if you're wanting to do like a one-stop shop and not have to buy the individual pans of product, then this really is the way to go. Another thing is that Pat McGrath, yes, is quite expensive because it's a luxury brand. This palette is $125. However, if you consider the fact that just one of these is $28, or that just one of these is $20, and if you buy 3 of these, that's already $60. That's 3 shadows for $60, whereas this is $125 and you're getting like 10 eyeshadows. So, you know, it's definitely, I think this is reasonably priced for what it is, but given that it's luxury, you know, it does cost that much. But this does house about 5 ridiculously sparkly standout shades, and if you're looking for, again, a one-stop shop where you've got variety all in one place, then this is the way to go. So like I mentioned, it is $125. It's made in Italy, and of course you've seen these before. Very, very luxurious. I've told y'all also before that I don't think on camera it comes off as beautiful as it is. This is something you really have to go in store and see if you like, just because it's not going to come across as beautiful as it is. So you really get a lot of sparkle, just amazing shadows in here. So you've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sparkly shades, this probably being the least sparkly and glittery of them. And then this red one right here is like a satiny foil type shade, so it doesn't have that sparkle or that glitter, but it still looks like a red ribbon on your eyes if that's what you want to use. You can also layer and use that one like as your eyeshadow, and then layer the glitter on top. Also, the loose PC type of eyeshadows, again, I highly recommend using a glitter glue. I have done both ways, and I just prefer the security of glitter glue. You're able to pack more on more quickly, and it just adheres so much better. So this right here, highly recommend. I'm going to give you 3 swatches, so hopefully they come across, and it is 1, 2, and 3. None of these are that green shift shade because we've seen that so much. This is that white looking shade that actually looks very gold once you have placed it on. This one right here is a bronzy type of shade, and this one right here is more of a pink champagne type of shade. So very glittery, very, very sparkly, and you could come up with so much for the holidays, for your holiday makeup with that one palette. So that's it. That brings us to the end of my top 3 brands for glitter eyeshadows for Holiday 2018. I hope that you found this helpful if you're looking to find those super standout shades for all of the events coming your way. So all 3 of these are excellent choices. I completely get, again, that this one is so expensive and not everyone's looking to drop this much money on a palette, especially if it's only going to be used for for those special occasions like holidays or parties or things like that. So it could be that one of these is the way to go for you. So you just need to go in store, find out which shade works best for you, and just stick with that one. All right, guys, before I let you go, I need to give you the verse of the day. Today's comes from Proverbs 21:23, and it says, "He who guards his mouth and his tongue keeps himself from calamity." It's crazy how much when we speak, we can either hurt people, bring people down, just even get ourselves into trouble. So that's why I've heard God gave us 2 ears and 1 mouth. So be quick to listen and slow to speak. All right, guys, I hope you found this video helpful. If you are on the search for that perfect glitter eyeshadow, thank you so much for watching. Please give this a thumbs up if you found it helpful, useful, and maybe even just enjoyable. I will see you guys very soon in the next video. Bye, everybody.